Hi everyone, welcome back to Watch It Played. My name is Rodney Smith. In this video, I want to share with you some news and updates, and there's also this box. I have no idea what's inside of it, but it arrived at my house and I thought, well, we could open it together and find out what it is. And for your patience, at the end of the video, I also have a game that I'm going to be giving away, so stick around for that. First of all, I want to apologize that there haven't been more gameplay episodes to complement the instructional videos that I have continued putting out. And that's because the last couple of months have been rather disrupted with travel. There was Origins, there was the Cool Mini or Not Expo, this month my niece's wedding I'm going to be going to, and then Gen Con. So it's just a funny little period of time, and once we get on the other side of that, the gameplay episodes will resume. I don't really want to start gameplay and then have it interrupted for indeterminate periods of time and have people kind of lose where we were at with these gameplay episodes. So hang in there, I am still putting out the instructional videos to help you learn games in the meantime, and hopefully that's tiding you over until we get back into the gameplay. The other aspect to this is I'm learning as I go. I've never run a YouTube channel before about board games or anything. And many of you have been with us from the very beginning, so you're kind of seeing the evolution of the show, which I hope at its core retains that focus on teaching games and playing them so you can make decisions about what games would be a good fit for you. But as I've started going to more shows, I have to be smart and think about next year, which shows do I really need to go to and which ones should I just pass on and stay here and keep shooting videos? Because, of course, I want the channel to grow and to reach more people, but at the same time, I want to make sure that we're focusing on the core fundamentals of what this series is all about. I also need to launch next season's fundraiser because, well, I was going to do it in June. It's now June 30th at the time of this recording. So that's not going to happen, hopefully in July. And if you've enjoyed the series in the past, if it's had some value to you, I hope you'll consider supporting. I've been fortunate. I've been able to work on this series full time because of your support. And if you're willing to give it to me again, I'd love to give you another year of this series. I have some games lined up that I want to do that I think you'll enjoy seeing. So let's see if we can pull it off again. Speaking of upcoming videos, I may have made a mistake in sharing that early preview of Forbidden Stars. I had an early copy because I am going to be working on an instructional video, but I am receiving almost daily messages now from people asking, when's that instructional video going to release? Well, Forbidden Stars is a beast of a game. It has the 2 Fantasy Flight rulebooks, and I want to make sure I get that game to the table a few times and really understand the nuance of the game before I attempt to create a comprehensive instructional video for it. And I have some other games I'm committed to doing first. So the best I can offer at this point is just, it'll air when it's done, and I don't know when that is, but it will happen. I'm sure that's not very satisfying, but that's really the best I can do at this point. Another thing I've been asked about recently has been the new meeples behind me. The old ones, here's one of them here, they weren't terribly stable. And if you tapped the bench back here accidentally getting up and down from the chair, then they sometimes would fall off and get banged up. The poor military guy here, he's his gun's a little droopy, his head's a little wobbly, and the paint was getting knocked on them as well. Well, Ben from Daedalus Productions came to my rescue at Origins and brought these replacement meeples, and you'll notice he even made the blue one upside down, like it is in the logo. So I really appreciate that, Ben. Thanks so much. And that explains why these new guys are behind me now. I also want to tell you about an event happening at Gen Con 2015. On Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. at the convention, Portal Publishing is going to be running a seminar talking about their company and things they've worked on in the past, what's coming in the future, and it will likely be hosted by Ignacy Cevicek. He is a funny, clever, informed, and interesting person. So for those reasons alone, you should probably come. I'm going to be there as an attendee, just in the audience like everybody else. Tickets for the event are selling out. I'll put a link in the description of this video to that event if you'd like to check it out. And once it's over, at 8 p.m., there is going to be a Neuroshima Hex grudge match between me and Marty Cannell of Rolling Dice and Taking Names. Actually, we're going to be a team, and we're going to take on Matt Evans of Board Game Replay and Joel Eddy of Drive Thru Review. If you're not familiar with Neuroshima Hex, we have an instructional video on this channel. I'll put a link to it in the description of this video. But Me and the other guys have been playing Neuroshima Hex on the app version as well. Unfortunately, the app is not up to date with the current rules of Neuroshima Hex, but it is based on version 2. The game is currently in a version 3 edition. And yeah, we've been trash talking each other back and forth, and Ignacy saw this going on. He said, you know what, you guys need to settle this officially with the proper version 3 rules. So after that Portal Publishing seminar, and I'm not sure if this is going to be an official sanctioned Gen Con event that we can send you a link to, but immediately following that event, this Grudge match is going to happen. And Ignacy has said he's going to create, or try to create, a larger board for us to play on, so people, if they want to come and watch, can more easily see what's going on. We might even like magnetize it if possible, so it can be kind of hung up. I don't know exactly all of the details, but I can tell you one thing. It is going to be a fight to the finish, because we want these bragging rights for at least the whole year until the next Gen Con. So if you'd like to come out, see the game being played, perhaps cheer me and Marty on, or I suppose Matt and Joel, they're good guys too, then do that. It'd be a lot of fun to have people around checking it out. And if you're available, why not? We have another piece of business to take care of. We did an instructional video for Draco Magi by Robert Burke Games, and the publisher gave us an additional copy of the game to give away, and that contest is over. And it's time for us to draw the winner. So join me here and let's see who's going to win. The best part of these contests is me trying to read the winner's name upside down through a mirrored glass. Okay, the winner is Benjamin Nicholson. That was easy. Congratulations, Benjamin. I'll talk to Robert and we'll get that game out to you as soon as possible. Okay, so I received this box in the mail, and it's from an Alexandra. I won't say the last name because I'm just going to try to protect their privacy, because I really have no idea what's in here, and I want to find out. So hopefully it's a game and not something embarrassing that I ordered myself. It wouldn't be the first time I've embarrassed myself on this show, I suppose. Let's see what's inside. Okay, you know what's inside here? Looks like another box is inside of here. All right, got some some stuffing stuff. All right, I'm seeing some poker chips of some kind. It looks like the box has suffered some major damage. I mean, it is. This thing has been mangled. I don't know where it came from, but it has suffered. It has really suffered. Okay, let's. I can see what the game is, but now I'm really curious, because it's Okay, this is the deluxe version. This is the deluxe version of Wits and Wagers. The deluxe version comes with this huge gash in the side of it, so you don't have to worry about opening the box. It comes pre-opened. Okay, I would say clearly this was shipped accidentally this way. It is a gift from North Star Games, and I was actually really interested to see this deluxe version, but maybe I'm going to have to ask them to resend it, packed maybe a little differently. I doubt this was North Star Games' fault. I am very suspicious that this is from some kind of, I don't know, distributor or manufacturer who just didn't take the proper care in packaging it up. I feel fairly confident that when you order this game, it will come in better shape. Okay, well, I'm going to clean this up, and we'll come back and wrap up the episode with a giveaway of a game that's not shattered. I feel so bad for North Star Games, because I am certain they had no intention or knowledge that the game would arrive in the condition that it did. And you saw it was in 2 separate boxes. They had packing material around it. But once you ship something, that's the thing, right? It's in the hands of the shippers and the post office, and clearly that box suffered some abuse. Here's a copy of the game, which is much healthier looking. This is the version that I already owned. An older copy, not the deluxe version. And we did a full instructional video and playthrough of Wits and Wagers. You can check that out. I'll put a link to it in the description of this video. And the playthrough was kind of interesting because you can actually play along as we're playing and score yourself and see how you do. This is a unique trivia game that's won over 40 awards. And I think one of the reasons it's so popular is because oftentimes in trivia games, you get asked questions that just make you feel stupid. You sit there and you go, well, I have no idea the answer to this question. But all of the answers to the questions in Wits and Wagers are numbers. So you can always guess a number. And then once people have guessed their numbers, you reveal them and then bid on people's answers. So even if you think your answer was way off, you can then bid on somebody else's and you may get points for just guessing who's closest to the right answer. You know what? The deluxe box, although it was somewhat smashed, the components in it, I took a look at them. I want to show them to you at least. Here's the betting chips that come with the older version of the game, and here's the deluxe version. I don't know if you can tell. These are like poker chips. These are really good quality, and they have the colors around the outside edges and the Wits and Wagers little logo here in the center. The older version of the Wits and Wagers mat was one you folded up to fit in the box, and you can see it sometimes left some creases, which you could work out when you're about ready to play. But the new mat is, I'm noticing it's thinner. So it's going to take up less space on the board and also rolls up and then fits into your box rolled up so you won't have those creases in the mat. These are the old chips that represented the betting values that came in the game. In the deluxe version, they come with tokens with the values printed right on them. Every time I play Wits and Wagers, we always have to look up how much are the red ones worth? How much are the green ones worth? So it'll be nice to not have to do that anymore. In the game, you write your answers on these dry erase boards. The original version came with pens that look like this. The deluxe version has a pen for every player that's a lot thicker, and it has an eraser on the end, which is really nice when you want to clean them off instead of having to grab tissues or something else, or worst case scenario, your finger. North Star Games are friends of the show, and I want to say thank you to them. I think this is definitely one of those situations where it's the thought that counts, and I have no doubt they're going to replace that damaged deluxe copy. They're a quality company, and if you had damaged components from one of their games, I'm sure they would do the same. You know what? I just had one of my lights blow. And normally I would stop and change it. But just being transparent here, folks, it's been a long day. I am just going to leave it and I'll fix it some other time. Let's wrap up this video, shall we? I have a copy here of Flip City from Tasty Minstrel Games that I'm going to give away to one of you guys. Remember, if you donated during last season's fundraiser at the level that automatically put you in all the contests, there's nothing you need to do. You're already entered into this contest. But if you didn't and you'd like to enter, it's very simple. Go to the link that I'm going to put in the description of this video, and there you'll enter your name, your email address, and you'll have to add in a code word. And the code word is the original English name of this game before it became Flip City. Now, the code word has to be a single word, and that title is 2 words, so put the 2 words together. Leave out the space between them. And then you'll be entered into the contest, and you have to have your entries in by July 15th, 2015, and we'll do a draw shortly after that. All right, guys, before the rest of the place shuts down on me, until the next episode, thanks for watching.